What's up, you guys? I just did the most mortifying thing that I've ever done, which is upload a completely improvised video of me just like singing and playing stupid piano. Like, by stupid piano, I mean like it was literally just an icebreaker video because I've been thinking about how to come back to YouTube. It's always like this. Every time I want to come back to YouTube after a while of taking a break because I've had some kind of identity shift, like something changed into my life, or like, I'm having a postpartum identity crisis. I always get into this mindset where I just don't know what to do, how to come back, like what kind of video to make. So anyways, I've been talking to God a lot lately, literally just conversations with God, and God's like, telling me all these things through different signs in the outside. When I go outside, I get signs from God. When I talk to ChatGPT, I tell it to talk to God for me, or when I look for different signs. I've been using astrology. I've been using people, like I've been just seeing people's reactions to different things. I've been using her as a vessel for God. I've been just really trying to tune into God, because I've been in this place where I feel like I have asked for, there's certain things that you can, ask and use your brain and like get the answers, and then there's some things that you don't, you just need faith. You need a leap of faith. And because without faith, there's no way that you could possibly even know what you're asking for or what you are trying to get to, because you've just never experienced it yet. You're trying to do an upgrade in your life, but how can you know what you're trying to upgrade to when you've never had it to begin with, when you've never been that thing that you're trying to upgrade to? So how can you even know to ask for it, right? So that's where you need a leap of faith. You need God. You need a source, higher energy, like, you need something that's beyond yourself or beyond anything that you understand. It has to be something that you don't understand. So anyways, that's where my mind has been lately. I still can't move my neck. My neck, my back, so much pain, but I've just been like, paralyzed. It's somatic. My whole body has been paralyzed in indecision on what to do with my life, where to go, how to move, what kind of video specifically to make on this channel. Hello. So I was talking to God, and God told me, just post a video. And I was like, are you sure I should just post a video? Oh, and God said it has to have music. It has to be you making music. And I was like, but I don't know how. And God's like, well, you play piano. And I'm like, yeah, but I've never improvised a piano song on camera for the public. And God's like, well, just do it. I've never even done it for myself. Like, I don't even improvise piano for myself. I just play classical pieces that I just copy the notes. Like I play what, sheet music. I read what it says on the notes. And God's like, no, play piano, like improvise, sing, and speak from your heart. It has to be completely from the heart. It can't even be anything that you improvise to begin with. Like just totally raw improvised. And I was like, well, what about her? And God's like, just have her on there doing whatever she does, playing with her thing that she plays with. And I'm like, oh my God, but what if it doesn't sound good? And God's like, don't even watch it, just upload it, just do it. And I was like, well, what if it looks bad? What about the people that are gonna watch? And what if they say blah blah blah? What if this happens? What if that happens? God's like, YOLO, they're all gonna die, you're gonna die, everybody's gonna die, it doesn't matter, just post it, just do it. And like, I was thinking, why does God want me to do that so much? Because that's what's natural. That's like what that like everyone is just frozen in space and time. And you know what? I'm just noticing this in my personal life. I think that's why I'm having these conversations with God, with myself, with God, whatever. Same thing, right? So I've been just having these conversations because I think I've just been seeing so much in my personal life, and I've actually seen this my whole life, which, you know, I've just seen this my whole life, where people are just frozen from living the kind of lives that they want to live because of so many fears about, like, what if people watch this? What if it's not good enough? What if people say this thing? What if that thing happens? What if, let me just tell you like a dumb example from the community that I'm from, that I grew up with. What if people watch my video and it's so cringe that like 20 years from now, a man is courting my daughter and is like, wants to marry my daughter, and then he watches this totally cringe video and he's like, ew, that video is terrible, I will never marry your daughter. And then my daughter loses a grand marriage prospect over the cringeness of my video. That is literally something that happens every day in the community that I'm from. I'm from a religious Persian Jewish community. And every day in the community that I'm from, people are preventing themselves from living their lives to their fullest godly intended potential. Okay, they're prevented from living their full lives and being their awesomest selves from this idea of, what if someone who's related to me will not be able to find a marriage prospect because if me doing this thing that I want to do and that I'm being pulled to do and I'm passionate about is going to be embarrassing. It's going to be cringe. Yeah, Bubble. Here, let's have some. Here, let's have this pacifier. This pacifier is a natural rubber pacifier. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell it, but if I was selling it, I would sell it. It's a great pacifier. It's natural rubber, so that your baby is not sucking on plastic, because everything else is plastic. So at least you can have like one natural thing. Yeah, just people not living life because of fears. And I think this is actually one of my biggest pet peeves. One of the reasons why I have isolated myself from so many people throughout my life, because being with people that are afraid of being their full selves, are afraid to make that first move, to get out there and do the thing, are afraid to be their cringiest self. You know, being around people like that is contagious, and it causes you to be that too. It causes you to like be your less authentic self. And by being your less authentic self, your less successful self, your less shiny self, your less self. It's really not fun, and it also doesn't make you a better person. And I hate that the idea of a better person is like the stupid, like, in order to be a good person, you just have to be like a total doormat and kind to everybody and whatever. That's not being a good person. In order to be a good person, you also have to not be a dumbass. So anyway, this video is approaching 10 minutes, and I told myself that I won't make a video that's larger than about 10 minutes. And so this is what I'm going to say. I really want to make more videos. I want to make so many videos, but I'm going to end this video shortly and say, this is all I want to say. Stop being afraid to be your full self, and distance yourself from everything and anyone that limits you from being your full self, that even makes you feel like you shouldn't be your full self. Distance yourself from people that are like making themselves small because of these fears of community and what will people say and what will people do, you know what? All those people are dead to me. I want to shine. I want to be my fullest self. You know what? The world is a better place when I'm my fullest self. But I'm not doing it because of the world, because of other people. I'm doing it for myself because I love myself. And I love life. And if God is a good God, God wants that for me too. Okay? So just remember that. You don't want to pray. You don't want to pray to any God that doesn't want that for you. You don't want to be part of a religion that doesn't want you to be your fullest self. You don't want to be part of a community that doesn't want you to be your full self. And you don't want to be connected to any person or thing that doesn't want you to be your full self. You know why? Because it's not natural. Because your full not being you, not being the natural you, is not in line with nature, which is not in line with God, which is sacrilegious. Okay? So just keep that in mind. If anyone tells you like, yeah, you shouldn't be yourself, you shouldn't be this way that you are, you should wear a mask, you should like tone it down a little bit. Tone it down. Don't let anyone see the crazy version of you. Don't let anyone see the embarrassing part of you. If anyone tells you that, just tell them, you know what? God wants the world to see the crazy, embarrassing version of me. God wants that, and God wants me to really distance myself from everything and anyone that doesn't want that for me, and that doesn't want it from themselves, because it's contagious. Really, being a coward is contagious. When you're around people that are like constantly hiding. I'm allergic to people that are private. I'm sorry. I won't date anyone that's private. I won't go be friends with people that are private. You know what? That's something that I've learned over the years is actually a red flag to me. A red flag to me is people that are like really private. And I understand that for some people it's a way of protecting themselves, but for me in my personal life, because I'm so what's so funny? because I like, it's so contagious for me, like, and I'm so I'm so affected by the way that people relate to the world. I just can't be around people that are like not their full self, because it causes me to be not my full self. And I'm actually really good at being fake. I spent many years being fake. I was in a religious community where I was fake, and I just complied with the rules, even though I didn't care about them. I didn't really feel connected to them. And I wasn't my full self. I didn't speak up. I didn't ask questions. When I went off the derech, when I left the religious community, I just did it. Someone pooped. It wasn't me. I just did it, and I didn't, most people, actually no one even saw it coming for a while. I mean, maybe like close to me doing it, some people knew or saw, but before that, people like really didn't see it coming. And so yeah, I don't want to live like that anymore, because I have it in me to be fake and not my real self. And you know what? It's not fun. It's actually not fun. It's not fun to be your hidden, like, not full self. So and the thing is that we do that because of fear, because of like the fear that we were taught, that we absorbed from other people, or just that we were traumatized, or just we just learned to be afraid. So be like a baby, be like this baby who's just like her full self. God will love you more if you are just your full, unafraid self. The only thing, and I even hate that in my last video I said God made me do this, and I put like cringe monkey, like cringe face, because even that, like, that's fake. That's me saying that I'm more afraid of what other people will think than of what God thinks. So don't even do that. Like, don't learn from me. Be your fullest, craziest self, and eventually you're gonna get to your highest potential. Okay, love you guys so much. so happy to be back here on my channel, and I miss you guys, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my blog at househackersanonymous.com, because there's just so much that is coming up. I'm really excited to tell you guys all about it. Bye.